I hired a CS2 Pro to fix the bad habits that are holding me back from my dream of becoming a pro player. I let him tear apart my gameplay to identify every single mistake I was making so I can create this video for you with some ideas and exercises that we can both use to fix them. I am not the only player who has these bad habits, and if this video has found you, I'm guessing you're on a similar path to me. So make sure you stick around to see what the coach finds and how to apply these fixes to your own game. And of course, make sure you subscribe to follow the rest of the journey. The pro coach is ISK, a professional player who's played for teams like Into the Breach, is currently a top 500 Faceit player, and is currently ranked number 2 in the UK. And with over 3,000 subscribers on his YouTube, he not only knows how to be good at the game, but also how to teach you to improve and reach your goals. The first big takeaway for me is that my mechanics, so my aim and movement, are actually now my strong points. This is a huge relief for me and a testament to all the work I put in, and it completely shifts my focus going forward. But this video isn't just about stroking my ego. ISK has given me a roadmap of my bad habits and a clear path to fix them. So here are the top 3 things to work on. Stop being such a passive T-side player.
But instantly from these like 6 rounds, I can tell that you're maybe too passive for PUGS the way you play. Right here would probably be the perfect time to just take a timing, because there's been so much chaos on mid. So whenever you're in Palace and you realize, oh, there's like a bunch of stuff going down mid, I can probably take my timing and see, do you do it now? If you do it, it's gonna be perfect. I mean, the play was perfect. Let's see why he didn't get this kill. So you see him.
You said that I'm shooting in the box rather than him shooting to the side of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Otherwise, bro, everything here is perfect. Okay, here you make a step by accident. But the peak is perfect. You made a step, but here, the peak was perfect, man. Good job. You got a kill. You're putting pressure A. You cause a rotation. Like right here, see the con guy rotates. And your teammate's like, this is perfect so far, the way you're playing. So far, I've seen you do like 2 like aggressive peaks. You're playing as if you're still playing like your team CS role, right? You're like a lurker. Even the most passive players, like GymFat, they would kind of just give it more. So right now, it's like the main thing holding you back from like having, for example, 13 kills is just like your playstyle and how you approach pugging basically right now. Your playstyle actually matters a lot, and if you're like a passive player who kind of like plays like a passive default every round, you're not gonna have as much impact as the guy who's like jumping out top mid smoke and like wide swinging con every round, or just going mid and taking fights. To fix that, you would watch like an aggressive player and see like how he like takes space, how he goes for like aggressive peaks, right? What's his like entry pathing, stuff like that, and like why he wins the fights.
And try to incorporate those aggressive plays into our own games.
Just try it out, and trust me, you're gonna see like that you're gonna have way more impact on your T sides. And if you just stick to the thing like for the next week, just focus on these 4 bullet points, and when you're watching the demos, focus on that specifically so you know exactly what to watch. Your mechanics are your strong point, you just gotta put them more to use.
It was clear from my demo that I'm losing focus and not anticipating a lot of my fights.
If you noticed about your crosshair placement, you're kind of clearing, but at the very end, your crosshair is just kind of like in the wall. Okay, this guy does a really good aggressive play. Let's see if you expect it. Okay, you don't. Let's see. I think here is like the thing on B apps where you just lose focus. You spotted him, but instead of like taking like a different angle, you kind of strafe exactly into the line that he's holding. Either strafe behind the wall or you strafe from this side. You can't just like spot him and then like go back in directly into his crosshair.
The takeaway here is to be more purposeful with every peak and reposition. Always be aware of your crosshair placement and be ready for a fight. And thirdly, over peaking in after plants. This is a massive problem for almost everyone, especially in PUGS. So remember, in after plant situations, your life is extremely valuable.
Okay, here is basically, you don't want to be playing 2v1s where you give him a free fight. So right here, what I don't like is you plant the bomb, your teammate is in kitchen, and here, you're not playing for info, you're peeking to take a fight. I would just jiggle here, realize his backside, go here, and just play here, and have like a crossfire with my teammate. At this point, your role was to just live as much as possible and not take the fight, basically.
So instead of trying to get an early kill or finishing the round quickly, focus on jiggling corners and buying time. These small tactical plays will solidify round wins and ultimately win you more games.
Honestly, this angle is, you don't want to be playing this against pistols because they're going to buy Deagles and you're basically playing a headshot angle against Deagles, right? Instead, you could have just been playing from here, maybe peeking out from here. So against pistols, don't play here and don't stand still. Say exec, on the shade contact. Nice molly. Here the peak was bad. You kind of end up strafing out, shooting at like nothing, and then you're basically standing in the most common angle where he's going to re-peak. So basically right now your movement is a bit too predictable for like some of these fights.
How do I get out of the headspace? Losing the opening duel is a problem.
I think you just have to kind of just say F it and just roll with it, man. Like honestly, like don't think about what people think. How else are you gonna try be more aggressive if you don't try out things? And PUGS is like the perfect environment for that. And the more you die, the more like you realize like, oh, why did I die in that certain situation? And you kind of get trial through error kind of thing. Don't worry about it, because in PUGS it's like less punishing, and it's like that's the only way you're actually gonna get out of it. Even if someone flames you, it's like it's whatever. It's just a face-it bug at the end of the day.
So with this, ISK has given me a new improvement target, and I now have a new set of tasks to add to my routine and a clear path forward to achieve this. A huge thank you to ISK for sharing his time and giving us incredible insight into my gameplay. I genuinely appreciate him for taking the time to help both me and hopefully all of you. Check out his YouTube linked in the description below, and if you're serious about improving, make sure you consider hiring him for some coaching. So let's see how the week got on for me and the team. My training has been going pretty well this week. I've managed to get on every day and do the usual 100 aim bots, 100 fast aim reflex tracking kills, and I've adjusted my refrag coach to burst to shorten my warm up a bit so I have time to do some deathmatch or retakes to get a feel for playing against real people. But I've been slacking a little bit on my aim labs micros training. So this is something I need to reintroduce if I want to improve that part of my aim. And now I have an additional task, one demo or POV a day. And at the moment, I'm pretty focused on Keyte. So we will see how that impacts my games going forward. This week we got 2 wins and a loss across ESEA and UKIC. If you have been watching the streams, you would have seen how confident and dominant the wins looked and felt.
Rotate.
Come off. One more.
Adam, you're alone. Yep.
Your bedroom.
I'm here, don't peek now.
He's long. Dead.
Nice, guys. Sick shit, Rian.
Good shit,
What the
boys.
fuck?
Bomb.
It was a good game.
I just didn't have to do anything, boys. Good job.
The loss was basically the opposite. Boys, this was unlucky.
Thanks, mate.
We were the ones getting punished, but we do end the week with 5 wins and 5 losses on ESEA and 5 wins and 2 losses on UKIC. I believe that puts us in the running for both league playoffs, which was our goal from the start. As for my health, well, I've kept pretty well to my lunches and dinners. My breakfasts keep wavering as I go for my morning walks, but hopefully this can either be reined in or isn't having too much of an impact. The heat has affected my sleep pretty heavily, and I've had a few nights of having to sleep downstairs on the sofa to keep cool. Also, I made the mistake of running a fast 2 kilometers in the heat, and I gave myself an unbearable headache for the rest of the day, which was a massive mistake. But all in all, I'm getting back to my feet in our matches and putting up strong performances. We are winning more games than we are losing, and we are on target for playoffs in both ESEA and UKIC. And I had an incredible coaching session with ISK that has given me my next focus on my road to becoming a CS2 phenom. So make sure you subscribe to follow the journey, and next week I will either have some aggressive plays to bring into your next games or do another dive into a player's attributes that we can steal. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.